So Valiance, while they do lose another man, this bomb is taking its damn time and it's being cut off at the top of mid by sercsgo.
Yeah, it has been finally able to get into the apartments, but still, it's a little ways away, and this has bought so much time for these rotations. They are walking into the moors, though, of Esperanto, as he's managed a quick double. There is some trouble over here towards short, but missed shots, missed opportunities, and oh no, sercsgo just able to get out of dodge in time. Air shuts down the man in CT, and now that bomb can look to go down. This is already shaping up to be a pretty strong eco from Valiance and co. Damage done. They only had a couple of deegs bought up into this round, so already that's pretty phenomenal. That's kind of the best case scenario. Well, not best case, but that's a good result. Best case winning the round, obviously. Yeah. But an extra $800 damage done to ENCE. 2-0 lead secured at least for the Finns early. But now the buy on the horizon.
No support here. The pace of Valiance running through this underpass was so fast, and Hunter's found two. sercsgo attempts the same story, but he gets Esperanto down to 1 HP instead.
And X7's here. Esprit only beating on 1 HP really does, leaving it in a bit of a tough spot. He's able to escape and elude the man at B, and yep, Alu's gone. That's the A-bomb.
Very good chance if he wins this battle, but oh, that's a lot of HP loss. That might make him question the realistic approach to getting this round. Nade putting down to 11, tries to take the early fight. Letney will win it. Unsurprising, he was low after all. Valiance taking
Viki-like. Hunter always finds his prey. Both players dealt with inside of B. The trap has been sprung. And now, Aerial, Alu, and sercsgo might just be thinking about saving. You can already see Alu and sercsgo, like the royalty they are up in Palace, just waiting for Aerial to join them.
That was such a nice read from Valiance as well, being able to get that timing. ENCE trying to save these guns in the Palace, but Nexa, king of the server, king of the previous map as well, alongside Hunter trying to go back in and stop them. He checks the angle. sercsgo's dead. Alu's now all that remains. Ooh, there we go. I guess he gets the kill. Alexibi puts him down to 6 HP. He cowers behind the boxes again. Not even getting tagged. Now, do remember, these are just pistols, so this damage shouldn't go a long way, but it is a little bit scary that it's happening so early on, and ENCE aren't losing any players in the meantime. That one rifle gets the first kill. Massive impact from Alu. Dropping in AK, and dropping a full HP player as well. Nexus Molotov should force a player into the open. That should be a free kill. Tries to hide at the back of the site. Does not work, but does get the dink. sercsgo finishes off Letney in the meantime, and things are starting to get out of control. Luckily enough, Valiance have managed to contain the B site.
They are horrific angles where you have no idea, why he's there, what he's doing.
He puts mud all over his face before every game, so you can't see him in the dark.
It masks his said.
Yep.
He's got one of those little tin cans that make a moo whenever you turn it upside down. Or it's like it's not actually a moo, it's more of like they're on his head. Bit of a good stop, but X7 still fighting, still doing damage, and X7 might lock down this B bomb site. He's out of ammo, but the USP smites down Otto, and that leaves Hunter in a near-on impossible 1v5.
He's been doing so well this entire series, but I think this one's a little bit too much to ask for. 2 kills, but the instant move up on Cat here for ENCE, so no one's going to be focusing on this. That boost comes through, the timing allows him to sneak up, but X7, another great shot, another opening kill. Alexibi, the same story. The Molotov whiffed, but the 2-man advantage is still held, and X7 is making it even more difficult. He's at his site, and he's not letting Valiant step foot in it.
Oh, they might finally get their way, but not in round. They haven't seen him at bench, so he's managed the first. And Alu was anticipating the apps plant, now left in the 1v1, but he's going to land the shot. Going in with the defuse, it's going to come down to the wire, but ENCE will be picking up a 4th round here, I think.
Yep. Oh.
It's very close. Ooh, they love those milliseconds to hold it down, but X7 finding that frag there, that's the reward for their patience, for their dedication. Nexa and Esperanto, they're going to try and throw all that into the window. Aerial manages one more. Nexa in with the trade on this AWP. There's still a chance of Valiance here, and a big one at that. The bomb flanking round on ramp, but that might not matter. Alexibi left up in a 1v3 that never should have been. And there's the first kill, but still 2 more. They almost line up for him, but Letney's together and hope that Valiance walk into them. That's a nice shot from Alu, but we need to see more.
The issue is with that kill is it might make Alu think this is definitely an A play, and this early rotation was the wrong call to make from Valiance. Another tag lands onto the leg of Otto, but the issue is this B site has been uncovered. It has been taken by Valiance. That plant can come in, and it's definitely a round that ENCE will attempt. I mean, they're already close by. X7's flanking through the underpass, but they're just under-equipped, Harry. M4 been retrieved on aerial. Nexa trying to catch this cat rotation. And 2 players coming in from middle as well. They might even line up him. Oh, they a little bit too much to ask for. Holds onto the M4, falls back, and saves it for a rainy day. Oh, hello. The hunter has become the hunted.
No! Yeah.
Feel that. But that's going to break ENCE's money. I mean, it was lost regardless, but now they don't have that one M4 that they can play around. It's just pistols, and a top mid rush does land them 1 kill.
Yeah, I mean, that's really about it. Okay, they've got that, but yeah, this round's over. Valiance
are going aggressive into middle again, and we just got a fast cap play for Esperanto. He gets a 1-for-1. Alu's doubled with the orb. There's still a man at top mid, but as ENCE are drawn towards mid to continue taking this fight, they lose a kill to a player in Palace. Letney getting a frag has now made ENCE worry about their backline as well, and this is only the start of the round, but there have already been 5 casualties.
And this is the thing about Hunter, is
X7 waiting for the plant, knowing that he is cut off the only point of rotation. Otto, he doesn't have time to go back towards Cat, so it has to be a B plant, and he has no idea where this enemy is. He might even assume he's up in the apartments as well. It's got to be a guessing game for Otto, who moves into the site, but the timing of the peak is perfect, and X7 will find his 3rd. He wins that round.
In a 1v3. And that is ridiculous. ENCE now very much back into this game. You were worried about Valiance just chaining together all these rounds, building a very comfortable T side. And this time around, ENCE, exactly as we were kind of saying, they haven't gone ahead and watched mid. They've given it up to Valiance, but they've made up for it by pushing elsewhere. Clearing up the man in lower tunnels now means as well that they've got a 3-man hold here for this short push. And Valiance now suddenly aren't too keen on rearing their head at this side of the map. Instead, putting their hopes and dreams on the back of ENCE over it.
They didn't quite catch this cross, but Alu is going to see it now. Letney's there, and now the double peek comes through. He doesn't expect the 2nd man, and I don't blame him. A 4-on-2 here. Esperanto re-attempts some aggression, and he will find 1, but he knows X7 is nearby in the CT spawn, so doesn't want to commit to any too much of a fight. Would rather trade with his teammate, because this is still a very winnable situation. The reposition back in the sandwich, a position that has already been cleared, may come to surprise Valiance, and that is exactly what happens. Alexa B catches Esperanto crossing to the site, and Otto has got a big clutch to find with 30 seconds left.
Oh, Aerial on the other side of this. Flash goes through, not destined for Alu. Big shot to find from CT. That's the bomb drop. The bomb plant denied. Now a 3-on-4, and that bomb's out in the open.
Yeah, but no utility to cut off anything here, so gunfights need to be won by Valiance if they want to get this plant in. 2 more men in the CT, but Alu, he's enough for the job. He's found himself a 2nd kill. X7 even comes in clutch with the UMP, dropping another man, and Letney now has to find the clutch. Not typically the clutch king for the team, but let's see what he's got. 1st kill found, and the 2nd spotted, but he's being baked it in.
So that's the aim of the game here for Valiance, is to try and find damage, try and get that bomb down. Oh! And he's looking pretty keen to do it, but Alu trades him, so he's already dropped. Alu's just going to go ahead and drop a 2nd man as well from atop the stairs. He's making this look all too easy as Alu. And that of the half now, and Otto's already down 3 short. He's already bypassed Alu, and he's looking to try and take this fight. On to the 2 players in connector. Otto in with 1. Has to be aware that this flank on short is looking to come through. An aerial
allowing Letney to strike. It's actually just Otto taking him down from the ladder room, so there's a window room opened up. X7 does manage to grab the AWP after taking down his opposition, but Letney has caught him from that boost. Finally coming back to pay its dividends as now rotates round from the connector, finding utility on the way. He has an opportunity. I don't know if he was spotted there. Didn't seem like it. Hunter, actually, yeah, he has a full clue. He's jumping up on top of Ticket. So crossfire here as Sergey creeps in, but I think he's going to be blindsided from his right, and there
he's going to go ahead and shut down both players up on short. Alu and Aerial all that remain. Next are dropping Aerial, and now just Alu at the full mercy of Esperanto up on that boost. Valiance.
Palace, 4 players in there, buddy. Enjoy. It's a bit of a mop-up. It's the money machine. Then we're close. The push in for Hunter. He gets aggressive on it, and he finds 1. Esperanto helping him out. So no deaths here from Valiance. Finally, X7 gets an entry kill, but the attention is drawn towards the connector, and Esperanto may be able to get them from the back, and he does exactly that, dropping the bomb. Cannot follow up, but it might not matter. It's a 3-on-2. Sergey flips it on its head, and now it's Letney alone. Alu tagged up. They might line.
They're able to just pick and choose their fights, hold these angles, force Valiance into the close-up engagements, and yeah, this round's done.
Wow, that is not what Valiance expected. Setting up for a full retake and losing 2 players in the CT spawn to these pistols. Letney is still trying to put the pressure on, but he's through the flames. Otto trying to hit the flick, and there's 3 in the connector, so it's a dangerous re-peek, much as how his teammate's gone down on the ramp. Otto needs to get a couple of kills here, otherwise this round is done. Aerial drops him, and now we have ENCE in a very, very strong...
Having that available to you and having that in your kit. One of the stronger...
I mean, that's just a Valiance round, surely. He lets one pass, but they won't expect the second peek. Sergey's dead, and Hunter is on a tear. Alu tagged. He can't follow up, but his teammates are dropping like flies as well. This is still not a guaranteed round for Valiance, despite these early picks. The bomb going down. Alu in the apartments. A shot hit to Esperanto. And the retake is on, but it's already getting shut down. It's only the pistol left up. Nexa can't connect the shots, and Aerial seeming to shut this round down. It's 1 kill away from an ace, and he'll fight.
Give an Esperanto answering back with aggression, high risk, high reward, and sadly, playing with fire, Esperanto does get burned.
Yeah, Valiance are getting very, very confident, but the issue is these solo plays aren't necessarily yielding as much as they would have hoped. Nexa not going to peek wide with it. X7 is still here. We've got Letney giving away his position from the spawn. Otto does go down in the connector. Now Nexa has to step up, but they already know he's here. And Aerial's wide strafed round. Letney, another kill, but 3 HP. The nade just dunking him down to 1, and Ali will clean up for 1 trade early on. That's fine, but it's not really conclusive to winning a round. You're going to need a multi-kill from someone here from Valiance, but they're just looking for damage. It's probably not going to be a retakeable one. Esperanto lands a nice dig, and that drops a gun, but these guns are irretrievable by Valiance. And ENCE are going to stop peeking. They've gotten into their post plants. They can just play somewhat more passive. Sergey does take the fight out from the Palace.
More room to maneuver. That puts pressure on someone else to try and make a play. Next is the man to try and do it. It's all falling apart for Valiance here. A lot of these individual fights. One of the things we were praising them for back on their dust and throughout this entire event is, unlike the Imperial, unlike the original Valiance, is it's not just based on these puggy, individualistic playstyles.
The finish line, unless Valiance can turn things around with another buy round hit.
It slowed everything down. So now they're at the mercy of these guns in mid because they've got no info that this is here. The trades do go left and right. Valiance still, they've worked so hard to take. Worth its while.
Yeah, that boost could be a surprise as well. We're already in a likely death, and there it is. He seemed to expect the angle, crouch peeking into it, but unfortunately to his death, now it's Alu. And the worst part about this round is Nexa is pushed up into the Palace, and Alu is not going to be expecting that. So even if Nexa doesn't stop the covered, the issue is 2 smokes left up and the AWP. Alu goes peeking back in. I think he realized he needed to win a battle there. If he tries to play that passive and just tries to play the bomb, he's probably just going to get, you know, wrecked because there's 3 players coming for you. So no pick in the CT spawn. And
second AWP. He's able to drop the first man. Alexa B gets close, but Letney's in with a quick pivot. Deals with the point man. Sergey trades back, and Hunter, despite being on 4 HP, wins his fight out. Bombs dropped, and Alu's a long way away, but he has dealt with that rotation from Nexa. They know that Hunter was brought down low, and Sergey's going to finish him. So now Esperanto in a 1v2. Flash from short.
Fast play into middle again. Esperanto trying to get himself flashed into that fight. He'll walk to his death. It's a quick A execute for ENCE, and they've even got that connector split to make it more difficult. He can cut off that rotation through the CT spawn. And right now, ENCE, I think they're bringing us to train.
Oh, it certainly looks like it. This bomb it's not one you're really going to be prepared for if you're him. Nexa falls, and now that's Letney 1v4, Deeg in hand. No kits, the time is of the essence. There's the first frag, but that's it. ENCE pick.